Hey guys, hey. Listen, hey everyone. I just wanted to come on here and share something with you today. All right. We're still in the month of January, and so much has happened in the month of January, whether it be good, whether it be bad. It's a new year. All right. It's a new year, and something I wanted to say. Forget about the New Year's resolutions.
You serious?
And take it one day at a time. All right? You're still here. You're still breathing. Take it one day at a time. And I say that because, yes, in the past, we have all fallen short of our New Year's resolutions. We have all fallen short of some of the goals that we said that we were going to set. And it is important, absolutely, to set goals for yourself. I absolutely agree with that. However, put away those New Year's resolutions, okay? New year, new you. Let that be the theme for your life. Every year that God allows you to see, let that be the theme for your life. New year, new you. Whatever that means to you, okay, personally. Take it as that. Because when I think of myself, new year, new me, I'm thinking about the things that I personally want to achieve and the things that are at the top of my list, and not necessarily materialistic things, but I'm thinking about the things that I really want to work on from the inside out, and everything else comes after. So there are 3 things that I wanted to say today, right? And yes, I'm speaking to those who are in faith, right? Who are in faith and believing in God. And if you're not a believer, I pray that something that I say today will touch your heart, and that you will try God. You try. What do you have to lose? I pray that you will try God. I pray that you will move in faith, right? As small as a mustard seed. Everybody has a bit of faith. A lot of people, they have faith. It just depends on what they have faith in and who they have faith in. However, I want to share something real quick with you guys today. Number 1, under the New Year, New You, okay, category. Not the New Year's resolution. The New Year, New You. Take time for God, okay? Set aside a special time for God every day. Special time, even if you don't get to do an hour like you plan or set, even if you don't get to do a full half an hour like you plan to set, every day has to speak for itself. But if you woke up today, if you're gonna wake up tomorrow, God's willing, set time for God. Before you leave your home, set some time for God to pray, to thank Him, to give Him glory and honor, to just say thank you, even if you don't know how to pray, to just say thank you, God, for waking me up. I acknowledge you today. I acknowledge you today, and I just want to say thank you and ask you to keep me in the rest of this day, okay? Not everybody has 100 words and knows what to say in their prayer, but you got to start somewhere. Take time for God, even if it's a prayer and a Bible verse. Take time for God. The second thing is take time for you. Take some time for you. Even if you have to force yourself for 10 minutes every day. And everything that I'm talking about today is things that I am also working on and doing, okay? I take my time for God every day, but I'm also taking time for me, right? You have to, after God, okay? Because I'm going to talk about God because He's my thing, okay? So, if you're on this channel, you're going to hear me talking about God, all right? You're going to hear me talking about His goodness and His faithfulness, His mercy. You're going to hear me uplifting and encouraging because I am a woman of faith, okay? And I believe that we can do nothing without God. However, I want to encourage you today, and I pray that if you are not a believer, that you try God. But the second thing, number 2, take time for you. After God and before anyone else, you got to take a little time for you. And what that means is, yes, many people have children, you have your spouse, you have things to cater. Oftentimes that comes before you before you do anything else in the day. But when I say take time for you, I don't mean that literally every single day you gotta set aside 20 minutes for yourself before anyone else. Granted, if you can do that, then please do that. Yes, many people wake up early, they have their time to themselves. However, I mean, in everyday period, take some time for you. Even if you have to force yourself for 10 minutes to just sit down and not think about anything, and just to take a breather and to think about something good, or just to take some time to clear your mind. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Take a little time to recoup and retract a little bit. Let's make that a habit, guys. Let's make that a habit. And then the next thing is reevaluate, okay? Take time for God. Take time for yourself, okay? And of course, you give time to everything else or anyone else after that, because you can't put everyone before yourself. After God, you got to make sure that you are good, because you can only give what you have. That's why it's so important, and something that I have personally learned, that we got to make time for ourselves. That goes for men, that goes for women, that we have to make sure that we are okay and that we work on us, because we can only give what we have, right? Then the next thing is reevaluate, guys. Reevaluate. And that means whether it's reevaluation of your career, the moves you're making in your life, reevaluating where you are with God, reevaluating your relationship with your family, or whatever. Reevaluate. It's good to reevaluate. It's good sometimes, when sometimes you start to feel a bit overwhelmed or so. It's always good to take a step back and reevaluate. And most of the times when we start to feel a little anxious, when we start to feel a little, or whatever, or sometimes it's kind of like, a time to just, okay, step back a little bit, step back a little bit. Let me take a moment to look at it or so. So I just wanted to say, and it's okay. It's okay to step back a little bit. It's okay to step back and reevaluate, guys. Okay. So number 1, take time for God. Number 2, take time for you. And number 3, reevaluate. Know that it is okay to reevaluate, because sometimes when you start to feel boggled down, either by your career or by your business or whatever it is that you're doing, chances are that it's too much. You're doing too much. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. And it's good. It's good to take some time to just say, you know what? Okay, let me calm down a bit. And reevaluate. All right. So I hope that what I said, I hope that this encourages. This is stuff that I've used myself, things that I've learned, and I'm continuing to learn and continuing to implement in my own life. And I hope that you have been encouraged by something that I said today. So have an awesome day, guys. And just know that, if you're watching this video, that means that you are alive, and that you are well, and that you are breathing, and that means that you still have a chance at life, and that God has not given up on you. Okay, so make use of it. Encourage someone else. Encourage yourself. And a lot of times that's what we have to do. Sometimes there's no one around to encourage you. You can't depend on other people all the time to encourage you. So you got to know how to encourage yourself. I hope that this has blessed you today. Join me, guys. Join me. I have some tutorials coming up. I have some other things coming up. So stay motivated, stay uplifted, and stay encouraged. Be blessed. Bye.